Hey guys, how's everyone doing? So today I went ahead and picked up all the emblems in the smoked black that Acura sells. They're pretty nice. I wouldn't say gloss black. They're kind of a chrome look. It has like a black undertone to them. So here's the ones. Here's the A for the rear. Then you get the Aspec ones. You get 3 of them. One for the back and then the 2 sides. And then there's a super handling all-wheel drive. Really nice quality. So the back one, the backy, I thought you could just rip it off, but it's a little more intricate than that. They give you a new back plate too. You don't really need this. You can reuse the one you have, but they give you one when you order it. But you have to disassemble part of the trunk to do this. Let's get into this and I'll explain how to do it. Okay, so here's the rear A emblem. If you can see, has those big pegs in it that you have to put screws through it from the inside. It has those little alignment pins here. Like I said, on my Honda, you could just break it off, but this is a little different. You run the risk of damaging it if you just pry this off and messing up the camera. So you are going to have to disassemble it. Like I said, I didn't really know that when I got into this, thinking, oh, there has to be an easy way, but everybody said no, you have to disassemble it. So here's basically what it's going to look like, though. You can see it is definitely dark, but it has a more chrome look to it than the gloss black ones that Honda sells for their cars. But I really like them. Looks really classy like this. Really basic design. It's not too hard either after I got into this. There's a few steps to disassemble this, to pop this off. But I'll explain it the best I can. If you guys are doing this and you need help, leave a comment in the section below, and I'll let you know everything that I did that helped me through this as well. Okay? So, first thing you're going to need to do the back A is remove all these clips here. Really easy. Use a flathead screwdriver. You just pop the head off a little bit and then the whole thing slides out. These are really easy to do. And these are actually, the type of clips they use are really simple. They're not going to break on you. So you're going to go ahead and take all these off because your goal is to remove the lining. You have to do that first. But it's straightforward. So I'll go ahead and do that and show you what it's going to look like. Okay, so here's what I use, just a little trim tool, and you pop all these clips off. Like I said, it's really easy. These are the hardest ones. Those are compression, so you just pull really hard back on this, and then they'll pop off. Those are only different ones, but they're easy. And the rest, really easy to remove. Just put the lining somewhere safe so you don't put a crease in it. You don't really want to bend that. So, okay. So now, after you have that done, you're going to look upside here. There's going to be a couple bolts that you want to remove. Now I removed more than you needed to on this. On here, it's an 8mm that you're going to use. Like I said, I removed a set that you didn't really need to, because one holds the tail light on that you don't need to, and then the other holds this back trunk part. But it's no big deal. You just replace them when you're done. So basically what you're going to do is separate this piece here. And there is tape that runs along this whole bottom, is the hardest part. But you take it from here after you got those bolts taken out, and you're just going to pull on it. And you're going to feel it want to flex. Now this is the hardest part because these things run all the way through. There's probably about 13 clips, plus the tape on the bottom. So you start from where the tail light is and you pull towards you. And like I said, that was the hardest part. I reached out for help from people. You guys were very helpful, letting me know that it feels like you're going to break the car. And I would say that's true. You know, in this part right here, you're going to have to wedge something in and work your way over, because like I said, it has tape, and you want to kind of score that tape to make it easier all the way across. Okay, so here's the ones I was telling you about earlier. The bolt right there, those bolts right there. I did take those off. This one and that one. Same thing, 8mm. But you don't need to remove those ones because it's from the tail light, and you don't need to take the tail light out. Okay, so, and you'll see when you get into it, you just look and see which one holds this trunk part on, and the ones with the tail lights you don't mess with. But no big deal if you remove them. Like I said, just replace them. So again, the hardest part is getting this piece off, and it takes force. You take your hand and you just pull and kind of pop, and you'll hear it pop as you go. It's not going to break, but you do have to use some muscle for it. Okay, so I'll show you. I pop some of these out. See that? This way you can visualize and see where the clips are located. That definitely helps. And I went ahead and scored this off. So if you can see there, that tape holds it pretty tight. So that's what makes the bottom hard to get. But here's the piece. So you can visualize where the clips are. And then that's where you can put the force on. But it's not hard. As you get one up, you just slide your hand underneath and pull towards you. Really hard, I will say that. And you'll hear it pop. It'll be really loud, but it won't break. Just know that, you won't break it. And that's what you're trying to get to. Right there is the emblem. You can see the rear view camera is bolted to it. That's why if you go prying that off, it's probably going to mess the alignment of that camera. So you kind of have to do it this way. But there's where all the clips go. Visually you could see it, which helps. I was trying to find a picture of it, and once I knew where they were located, it makes it a lot easier when you're pulling, just so you don't snap the piece. As long as you stay close to those pins as you pull, you'll be fine. And then that tape, like I said, you have to score that to cut through it. You can replace it if you want. I'm not going to, because it's fine. The clips, and when you bolt it down, it doesn't move. You know, and you want to be careful. Don't add like double-sided tape to this, because then it won't sit flush either. So here's the emblem. Very basic. You just unscrew it. Unscrew the camera. Put that in a safe place. And the emblem will just pop off. Now, if you want to reuse your back plate, which I'm going to, you just separate it. That's very easy to do. It has thin double-sided tape on it. You just pry on it, and there's the original back plate, and then I'll clean this up and reuse it. So you don't have to worry if you don't get a new one. I'm not sure if they all include new ones, but you can just reuse the other one. Okay, so that's what you got. That's the one cleaned up. And there's the emblem. You just gotta pull the backing off, stick it on there, and then replace those two screws, and then you just reverse the process. It's really easy. Like I said, the hardest thing is knowing that you won't break that piece when you pry it off. I was nervous doing it because I definitely didn't want to have to replace that huge piece. I'm sure it'd be $300-400 for that piece, but it's not too bad. Give yourself a good hour to get into it. It'll look great, guys. So now I just reversed everything and put it all back together. Like I said, it took about an hour, but that's how it's gonna look when you're done. Definitely has a sharp look to it. And you can see it if you compare it to the other emblems that I haven't done yet, how dark it really is. Looks really good, especially in the sunlight. Like I said, it's not gloss black. They call it black chrome. Definitely has that dark look to it though. I like it. Then I just have to replace all these other ones, which are really straightforward. If you guys ever done these, if you've seen my other videos, those are the easy ones. So of course I started with the hardest one. Then I'll do the side ones here. Really easy. And then the other one too. Okay, so excited about this. They are expensive. If you guys look at these, it runs you, I would say, probably $260, $270 at the cheapest for a full set. But like I said, it has a great look to it. Okay, so easiest way to do this for me, I just put masking tape and I get it dead on around the emblem here. That's my trick. Then I just take dental floss, fishing line, whatever you guys got, and go behind the emblem and work it off. And these, I found they're actually really easy to pull. You don't need to get like a heat gun or nothing to heat the glue up. Just the way they're put on there, it comes off really easily. The only times you have to worry about if you live in a really cold area and the glue or the double-sided tape on the back is really stiff, then I would. But for most applications, you'll be fine with just using dental floss and working it off. So the TLX emblem, I don't have at this point. They were back ordered. So I have that coming and I'll fix that too. That's probably the easiest of all of them. But okay, so you just want to use dental floss and go behind the emblem and work it off. And you'll see once you do that, these things, they start moving quite a bit. So it's really easy to pull. And with the masking tape, you have perfect alignment every time. Okay, so I pried these off, took some Goo Gone, got any residual off of the double-sided tape. And like I said, doing it this way, you have a perfect alignment every time. That's the hardest thing. Don't pull them without doing this, because what you think's level, when you put them on, you look at it, it doesn't look level anymore. So this will give it that perfect alignment. You just pull the back of the emblem and stick it right in that box and you're good. Okay, so here are the ones I have. Like I said, I don't have the TLX one yet. I'm going to get that. But here they are. This is the fun part. They give you the alcohol wipes. Go ahead and use that. Wipe the area down again. Just mainly strips it of any oil, grease, to make it adhere really well. So you're going to pull it. Just set it nicely in that square that you made. And that's all you do. Really basic. Like I said, it's rewarding after doing the A to do these. This is really quick. And it ties it all together. Okay, so I'll do that one later. So I'll go ahead and put these all on and I'll show you the product. Okay, so check this out. Like I said, the cool thing about these two, like, see how dark it looks right now, and then when you get up close to it, it looks a little bit lighter. And it has that effect. Being the chrome, sometimes these look really black, sometimes they don't look like they're even done. But I'm happy with them. Definitely will help tie everything together that I'm trying to do. Kind of darken it up a little bit. And there's the back Aspec. And it will be cheaper if you guys don't, like, say your car's not the Aspec, or say you don't have the all-wheel drive, then you don't need that one, of course. It will be cheaper for you too. So just go on any Acura parts site and check them out. But now with the TLX not done yet, you can definitely tell the difference. How dark the other ones are. Like, I'm very satisfied with it. You can always plasti dip them if you want to save money, just to give it that black look. That's another option for you. If you don't want to spend the money, plasti dip I've always liked too. It looks really good. It ties that all in. Here's the other Aspec one I did. Looks good. And like I said, the main thing is it's all aligned. Okay, so I finally got the TLX one back in. Took 2 weeks later than the other ones. I was anxious to get started, so I did those first. So now I'm just going to do this one. Now, the only thing different with these is they're individual letters, and I just use floss. And these ones are actually really easy because they're individual. I mean, you can see right here, just moving them with your hand, haven't started yet, and they move quite a bit. You can probably just pull it off, really, but... So same thing, just make your square, and then pop that off. Okay, so here's what I got after pulling them, just with floss. This one did leave the most residue though. So again, easy. Peel as much as you can with your fingers, and then use some Goo Gone to make sure there's nothing left. And then you can use the little wipe they give you too. That's how it's gonna look. Really basic. And it's all the same exact size, you know, it's an Acura part, so it's gonna be identical what you took off. So it'll fill it up perfect. Okay, so that's after taking the Goo Gone, getting it all cleaned up, ready to go. And that's all you're gonna do. You're gonna pull the back and then put it right between your little masking area there, and you're all set. And this has 2 parts on it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put that on, and I'll show you the finished product, guys. Okay, so there it is. Looks really clean. I like it. Like I said, I know it's one of the first things I did, but I really like how it turned out. I think it just flows so much better. I kind of wish on this model they put these stock, but you know how car manufacturers work. They would add it to the price anyway. So, like I said, the hardest thing is the A emblem to do. But just take your time, give yourself time, don't rush on it, and you can do it yourself. Dealers charge a lot to do it. But I really like how it looks. It's really aggressive, ties it all together. So let's go ahead and get it outside, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'll do a quick walk around just to show you. You can see the Aspec on the fender. That it does actually look dark when you get it outside. It's sometimes even hard to see it, because before that bright chrome just didn't tie in with this vehicle. I wish you could change the front A to darken it up, but you know the sensor's there, so you can't really mess with that, but that's okay. Overall, really happy with it, guys. If you're thinking about it, I would definitely say it's worth the money if you want to spend that much. It's high quality. I didn't think it would change the look, but it really changed the look of the car just by swapping the emblems out. So I hope that helps you guys out. Like I said, if you have any questions about it, contact me. I'll do the best I can to help you, just like I got help too along the way. Really makes a difference just asking those few questions. Okay, everybody? I appreciate it. All the help. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.